has become a big part of who you guys are. What does that mean to you to be living in the trenches?
That's just everything. That's diving the ball, defense, knowing the scouting report, getting rebounds, boxing them out, whether you're getting the rebound or not. Really, for us, this was a team that was significantly bigger than us at every size, and I feel like, I'm not sure if we won the rebounding war, but I feel like we did.
In order to go on the road and win in all these raucous atmospheres that you're unfazed by it, Elliott said part of living in the trenches is that you block that stuff out because you're so embedded in the game. Is that it?
100%. I mean, going on the road, especially against a good team like Florida State, who switches everything, plays a little unorthodox, we knew it was going to be a tough game. We knew it was going to be a close game. The first time we played them at our place, it was a really good game. They were up 15 at half, made a run in the second half when we came back. But, coming in here, we knew that we were going to have to be physical, rebound the ball, and just be the more physical team.
Is the wrist still looking good, feeling good now?
Yes, sir. It's getting better. It's getting better every day.
Do you have a different tape job or something?
Yeah, I put tape on it because it helps me. I don't even know, but it felt better with tape on, so I just put tape on.
It looked like it was different tape. You hadn't worn tape in a while, right?
No, sir.
Been
No,
about
sir.
5 or 6 games?
Yeah, about 5
It
games.
looked like a different kind of tape.
Yes, sir. It was way thinner because it doesn't really hurt as much anymore, but the tape definitely helps because I'm right at the end of my healing stage, and it helps me kind of get past that a
How
little.
much did those early threes kind of help too?
A lot. a lot. Just with the mental to not think about my wrist, just play the game.
Harrison, can you take us through that block you had at the end there? RJ obviously had the pull up to make it 4, then you get the block. Can you kind of take us through that a little bit?
For me, it's just trying to be the all-around player. I know we're small ball, the 4, small ball 4. I know that we have little guards, so teams are going to try to drive, teams are going to try to post up, trying to be the weak side guy, providing that weak side protection. Because I know I can jump pretty well, especially off 2 feet. Despite providing the reach side protection, I knew that the number 2 was it Elliott or RJ?
It was you talking about
For the block. When I got the block.
Oh, I think that was he dropping?
It was Elliott or RJ. So I knew he was going to drive. I knew he was going to spin. I watched the film. I know his game. I knew he was going to spin, try to get to a little lefty lay. So I timed it up and blocked it.
I think it might have been RJ because he was trying to post him earlier.
Right.
Remember that time he spun and you smacked it out of
Right.
there? Yeah,
I
so
think it was the same
might have
exact play they
He
ran.
was right there with the walking though too.
Yes, sir.
I think RJ was saying too. He was like calling for the ball like right after that. Do you remember that?
He won the free throw. I was like, "Sure, take it. Go ahead."
Did they talk more smack than anybody?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of talk out there.
But I love those games. They were talking a lot. They were pushing us, being physical. But those are the games I live for.
What happened with Armando and Green there? What was Green Sunday?
I don't know. I mean, them. They're just talking. Who knows what they were saying? They're saying a whole bunch of stuff, but they lost. We're gonna go home with the dub.
When that happened, I looked for you right away. See what you were doing.
What do you mean?
And you were smiling.
Because to me, it's all a game. It's all basketball. I mean, people take it serious, but for me, whatever's said on the court is on the court. So we're cool with them. I see them out. We'll be cool.
You were a good rebounder at Stanford, but your numbers right now are borderline great. How have you become a better rebounder, and how much is that as part of living in the trenches?
Coach May, Coach May told me from now on, I mean, every rebound is go get it. I don't care if Mondo's going for it, I don't care if 5 teammates around it, every rebound go get it. So now my mind just wired that every ball I see, go grab it.
Did he ever tell you his numbers against Duke his last time in the NBA?
He did not, but he did tell me he was the best player to ever walk through North Carolina. So that's what he told me. That's what he told me.
He had 22 points.
How long is that to get your head around that? No, you've gotten the most rebounds in ACC play, like out of everybody.
I mean, for me, it's just we're halfway through I'm sure if we're halfway through. I mean, we haven't really started.
9 games.
Yeah, 9 games in. So to me, it's just I haven't really done anything yet. We're only 9 games in.
It's a lot, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Harrison,
We gotta keep working.
What do you remember about the, I guess, kind of halftime? RJ was saying that, you got, before the coaches got in there, you guys were kind of, talking amongst yourselves, we need to change things like that. What do you kind of remember about that, and how did you kind of see it start to translate in that second half?
This happened for us to calm down. I mean, we were turning the ball over a lot. I had a good amount of turnovers. RJ had a good amount of turnovers. And, their pressure, it's hard to play against because any play you run, they take it away. Any action you run, they take it away. They're so tall, so long. And, for us to just calm down. I mean, we've been in this situation at our place. They're at 15. We came back at 1, so we're down 5. It's nothing.
Where can you guys get better?
Really just starting. I feel like we started off pretty well, but then our second, once the first 4 minutes, once the first 4 minute timeout, usually that's when a team will come back against us. So just having that first 8 minutes be, being as strong as the first 4
It seemed like
minutes.
it was today after a couple of chippies and the transition you guys missed.
Right.
It just kind of went into a funk for a while.
Right. I mean, it happens. On the road, we know it's to be a tough game. Right, game and runs.
It's been a pretty good week for RJ Davis.
Player of the week. Give it to him.
Player of the year.
Give it to him, too.
What is it about? I mean, the numbers are there. But what is it about him as a player or the player that he's become that allows him to sort of take over these moments or just, meet the moment? You see what I'm saying? Like, deliver, in these timely spots. Like, what is it about him?
That was one of the biggest reasons I ended up coming here and watching film. Me, my dad and brother watching film and breaking that stuff down. I knew that RJ was an elite scorer, but just watching his end of the game film, I knew that at the end of the game, no matter who we're playing, I have a guy. I don't know. I haven't met anybody who can get a bucket like he can get a bucket. So at the end of the game, knowing a guy can get a bucket whenever he wants, I mean, it's so easy.
Y'all for real are breaking down film of this?
Oh yeah. But before I
Right.
committed, I watched 15 games, full games.
What do you think you guys were saying when you were watching it?
I mean, first of all, I was really just watching RJ and Mondo because
Right.
most other guys were already transferred out.
And you knew those guys would be the central
Right,
pieces.
exactly.
Yeah.
I knew they would be back. I knew that they were recruiting me. So, just kind of watch to see how they play, see how I could fit in.
Right. That's interesting.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
guess
sir.
if those, I mean, what were some of your initial thoughts about how your game would kind of like fit with theirs? You know what I mean? Like you see what they can do, but how do you
Right.
kind of think your game would fit with them?
I think because I know I'm a good spot up shooter. I just provide spot up shooting and provide spacing for them. I'm a rebound, play defense, and really just play hard. I feel like I have a game that doesn't really matter how you want me to play. I mean, I play however the coach wants me to play. Wants me to get rebounds, I get rebounds, shoot threes, box out. I don't know, box out, play defense. It doesn't really matter. So for me, it was just knowing that I have two really, really, really talented players. So I feel like we're slept on last year.
Most of the threes you guys took as a team today were catch and shoot threes. How much of that is with Elliott now driving a lot and showing
Right.
more assertiveness and being more confident, so that kind of sucks in the defense and leaves some of you guys open out there?
Right, being on this team, these are the easiest threes I've ever gotten in my life. I'm just step in, no close out. I mean, I gotta knock them down. So having
You talked
Elliott,
about that in October.
yeah, I
How
mean,
you
it's
gonna
just
get there.
it's just so easy. I mean, I saw it come in. A guy like Elliott, fastest point guard in the country. Nobody can stay in front of him. We have so much trust in him. Come around a ball screen, and he gets a switch, clear it out, let him work, and spot up and be ready.
They need to put you on all the recruiting videos, Harrison. I mean, it's so positive. This is the happiest time of my life.
I mean, it is. It's a dream.
I was over there asking Elliot some probably great questions. Did you give a wrist update? What's going on? Obviously, the tape was back on. Did you hurt yourself again?
Oh no, I didn't. It was just the help. Actually, getting better. Probably at the end of my recovery, but the tape really just helped. Just play.
Okay. It seems like
Thanks, Harrison.
Thank you.
it seems somewhat nonsensical to go back to tape if it's feeling
He says
better.
it. He's saying you're sus.
Oh, because just in
Thanks for
the
the
game, I feel like
translation.
Yeah, you're
I feel like
welcome.
when I was shooting, I wasn't really getting the full extension because I was thinking about it too much.
Okay.
Having the tape kind of takes a mental block out of my mind. Oh, my wrist is hurting. Oh, if I shoot it. So it's just more of a mental thing than a physical thing. Like, I still felt the exact same having tape versus not having tape.
Gotcha.
But mentally, when someone would cut, I would still use my wrist. But whereas if I didn't have tape on, I was thinking about it. If someone cut, I'd probably use my left hand, thinking about stuff like that and making mistakes.
And yeah, when you're hurt, you're thinking this is going to hurt.
Right.
This is going to hurt.
Right.
So you were thinking.
But having protection, I don't think anything.
Thank you for the explanation, both of you. But it makes sense. Like you
sir.
knew you had it there to
Right.
back you
Right.
up.
Like this is probably the first game in 8 games where I didn't think about my wrist at all.